live. Just something magical about that moment. So, see if anyone's going to join me in this. Let's see what we got here. If anyone's going to join me in this conversation and why so many life coaches. And how do we feel about it? I mean, as with many different things in this world, and Facebook and social media and the media at large. I mean, of course, there's different opinions and we hear different thoughts about life coaches. Someone has jumped on. Say hello. I see you, Wash, my brother. How are you? Marcia, how are you, lovely? Okay, some people jumping on. James, my brother. Okay, so why so many life coaches and how should we feel about it? So we all go through different journeys, different ideas, different ups, different downs. And my belief is in this this very modern version of the world, obviously, with social media, and there's so many events. Hi, Liam, how are you, brother? So many different things going on, and there's lots of people. Hi, Marcia. There's lots of people having their lives transformed, which is fantastic. It's what happened to me through books and events and YouTube videos even. But I was also going through I did a degree and a master's degree accredited by the British Psychological Society. So it all clicked together for me. It made sense for me to... I started coaching for free. I became a life coach and grew from there, really. The question is, though, I see a lot of people life coach bashing, if you like, and indeed other coaches life coach bashing, which is fine. I mean, people have their opinions. People put their opinions out there. Of course, fantastic. But should we not feel grateful that there are so many life coaches out there, the good ones? Does this make sense? There are some people who think they can, maybe fill their ego or make a quick buck. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about you've got to give all of them a chance. You've got to give all the life coaches a chance. So I actually started my life coaching practice in my loft converted bedroom in my mum's house. Now that is not the image of a life coach, is it? I had my bed blocked off by those room separated things, and people would come upstairs in my mum's house. Now, here's the thing. What was key is that I was very, very good. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I mean that people would come to my mum's house, upstairs in my bedroom, I'd block off my bed, and people would get the result they were looking for. My first client was an old friend, and he came to me, and we still have sessions on an ad hoc basis right now. And when he came to me, he was in a really, really dark place. He'd left his relationship, or his relationship had broken down. He didn't know how he was going to buy his next snack because he didn't have any money. And he's recently just moved away, and he's moved to Birmingham, and he's on, high tens and tens of thousands of pounds per year, knocking on the door for six figures. And he credits our sessions with that. These sessions were going on in my mum's bedroom. Another one, people were coming off antidepressants, although of course we're not legally allowed to treat depression. It was a happy byproduct of some mindset development coaching that I did. I had, again, an old friend triple his property development business. I was helping people from all walks of life. I helped the golfer turn professional, all from my mum's attic. But if people had thought, and say, my mum's attic, well, you can't be a life coach. Where's your swanky office? Here's the question. Would you not prefer to be coached by someone who can push you and get you the result you're after in your body, in your mind, in your business, in your relationships from their mum's attic, when compared with an office in Canary Wharf, but they don't get the result and they're not very good? So there are so many life coaches out there. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jacqueline. Aleem says being good serves people powerfully. For sure. So there's so many life coaches, yes, and there are people out there in it for a quick buck without perhaps any training or knowledge or development or even experience. But regardless of the route that people take to becoming a life coach, I think it's important that we give them all a chance, right? Because some of them might be brilliant. If we shoot them down and say, look, you're doing it from a shared flat or a shared apartment, and you haven't got the life that people want. You're not living on your terms. What if they're just getting started, but they're truly brilliant coaches? And I see a lot of this on social media. I'm passionate about. Hi, Hayley. Hayley is an incredible coach. She does EFT. She's based here in South Wales, and the world really needs her maternal energy. Everyone say hi to Hayley and check Hayley out. Yeah, I mean, if we don't give them a chance, we might be shutting off the possibility of them transforming their own life or transforming other people's lives. Does this make sense? So, yes, there are a lot of life coaches. Yes, and I fell into the trap. Sometimes being in a plush office can seem intimidating, in my opinion. Yeah, of course. So again, so these different things appeal to different people. And I think probably, some of my clients, even come and met my mum. So it's about how are you going to develop as a coach. I know there's some phenomenal coaches on here with me right now, and you guys are developing. And it is easy. I mean, if you look at some of my old videos, 4 or 5 years ago, it's easy to fall into different traps, and you try to be someone else, or you just post in motivational posts just because you think that's what you should do. But it's important we give these coaches a chance. So, what makes a good coach? I mean, the answer to that is different for different people, right? I mean, I turned out to be a good coach, and this is not my words. These are the words of the clients that I've worked with, and as some of you may know, I'm considering opening up my one-on-one practice once again. I've focused on my corporate work a lot, but I just that one-on-one dynamic, that transformation, that testimonial. Many of you coaches watching know the difference that can make. It's a win-win situation. You may get them the result, but it's not a truly altruistic act. Of course, there's a fair exchange financially for the coaching program, but on top of that, there's a feeling that when you get that text, when you get that email, when you get that WhatsApp, money can't buy that feeling. To know that you as a coach have helped someone get the result they want. Does this make sense? And in terms of coaches, I mean, you guys should check out Michael Server. He walks his talk, he lives it. He's one of those no BS style coaches. And what I love about Michael, he's a great advert for life coaching, because he does it his way. And I know, I don't want to misquote his story here, but I know he didn't have a day off for like a whole year, perhaps Christmas Day, because he couldn't get a client booking, because he was so passionate about growing his coaching business. So let's give all these new life coaches a chance. Yes, there's challenges with perhaps a little bit of a network marketing approach to coaching in many, many different areas. Yes, there's a challenge with people, they think they can read one book and become a life coach, but let's give them a chance. They might be brilliant. Okay, my friends, and if you're watching, you've never experienced life coaching, there's everything from the Michael Server end of the scale, tens of thousands of pounds for a program, and there's actually plenty of free life coaches available. And it's just an interesting way to see what they can draw out of you. See if you can get that body. See if you can develop that mindset. See if you can get confident. See if you can develop that level of spirituality. There's lots of spiritual coaches on my Facebook as well. See if you can develop that business. But that coaching reciprocal relationship is it's magical when you're the right fit, when you're the right fit for the client, and the client's the right fit for you, and you get the result. That's where the magic is. So let's let some of these coaches that are in their infancy, let's let their career grow. Let's see how they develop. Let's see if they could really make a difference. Does this make sense? Because I think I titled the video, how should we feel about all these new life coaches? Potentially it could be fantastic. I don't know. It could be absolutely fantastic. We could get to a point, I know we're catching up with the USA in many ways in terms of, there's lots of corporate companies that offer you a life coach as part of your development. We're catching up in the UK. And we need leaders in this world. We need people to be pushed and pulled to their greater self. So the more and more coaches that we have out there, we've got more and more people being pulled to their greater self. Does this make sense? And then we can really address some of the challenges in this world. So, yes, there's many life coaches. We're not sure where they're going to fall on the continuum between not so good and phenomenal, but let's give them a chance. My friends, quite a lot of you have been watching with me and commenting and liking and stuff, so I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for you even to consider pressing watch. I really don't take it lightly. This is a wonderful medium, so thank you for being, you probably heard that on the microphone, right? Thank you for being here with me. If you're watching the replay, equally, thank you so much for hitting watch. And if you've got any questions about coaching, if you're a coach, if you're looking for a coach, happily send me a direct message. And quite late at night, I sit down, or early in the morning, I go through my messages and get through them all eventually. That's for sure, I promise. So guys, hang on, we've got Jacqueline. Let me address this before we finish. I personally don't mind there being lots of life coaches out there. However, if they're giving advice to others and their own stuff is not so, I do not agree. I say help yourself first and then others, with all due respect. Yeah, love this. Love this idea, Jacqueline, because the challenge, if you haven't, but the thing is, you're absolutely right, but sorted The word sorted implies that there's a full stop. I mean, I'm sure even Michael Server and Tony Robbins, and they're always developing. So you need to develop to a certain level, I would agree. Because you know, it's very difficult. If I'm down here, it's very difficult for me to empower and coach someone up to this point. So I absolutely agree with your point. Thank you, Bali. Thank you, Ali. Bali, how are you? I missed you. Thank you, Ali. So yeah, Jacqueline, absolutely agree with that. And I think what's happening, one of the challenges I see is people are thinking, or they see how they're going to sort themselves out, as you put it, and they try to sort other people out at the same time. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And then, then we've got lots of, huge, empowering, self-developed coaches out there, and I'm with you. And that's how we're going to find out. That's how time will tell where these coaches are going to fall on the continuum. So thank you so much, guys, once again. Thank you for watching with me. Oh, Bali, look at that. And yeah, as I was saying, any questions you've got for me about anything really. I mean, lots of people interact with me through Facebook Messenger. It's probably the best place to catch me. So I will speak to you all very soon. Keep going and keep growing. Should be a good live from Cheltenham Football Town tomorrow. Bye bye.